The buses ground along in first gear, and the little electric buddy cars were loaded with 3 and 4 passengers and their roped suitcases. As far as anyone knew, the world had become nothing but city, and the rains had failed for a century. They were on the move because the water faucets had gone dry in one distant part of the city, but were rumored to be springing clear and full of pressure out of the standpipes in another. These were ordered migrations, and agents in tracksuits paced alongside them. The man of the neighborhood watch saw the girl and frowned. He came toward her. She was taken to an orphanage where she lived with other abandoned children like herself. She was given porridges and beet tops and a quart of water a day. She sat with the other children in front of a television in a battered wooden chassis. The blue light sucked up her attention like a pull motor. After a week or so, she went blind. She could not see the eye doctor, but he could see her, and he lifted her chin and stared into her green-gray blind eyes, her auburn hair sliding in planes, and then said, "This is going to sting." The daycare attendant said it was for a blood test. The doctor said he was sure it was vitamin A deficiency. Maybe she was especially sensitive to vitamin A deficiency, or maybe she had been weaned too early and was raised on bulgur wheat and pastas. Before long, after the paperwork was approved, she would have a prescribed daily dosage of retinol palmitate. But retinol palmitate was synthesized from retinol, and retinol had to be prepared and transported at very low temperatures in an oxygen-free atmosphere, and the industrial unit that made it went through constant breakdowns in refrigeration. The gas-packing apparatus frequently blew its tubes, and delivery by truck was rarely on schedule owing to ruptured tires. In the meantime, she must have animal foods. She should be served eggs and cod liver oil and milk. And so he went away. An attendant patted her shoulder and said it wouldn't be too long before she could watch her favorite programs again, and just that brief touch made the girl's heart grow full, and she did not feel so desperate. The attendant's name was Shania. Shania thought of herself as a nurse practitioner and often gave out medical information that was totally wrong. In this case, she held forth on the fact that Raisa's eyes would be weak for the rest of her life. Raisa thought it might be from crying so much, so she decided to try to stop crying. Raisa could hear the television, but she could not see it. So she sat on the floor and listened intently to the voices because they might say something about what had happened to her mother or her father. But in general, they were the voices of walking palm trees and animated clocks and cabbages and bright, knowing children. "That's a clock that's talking," one of the girls said. "Can't you tell?" "She can't see," said another. Their breath smelled like corn crisps, and their fingers felt grimy, and when they asked what her name was, all she could do was to repeat what she heard her parents say, Raisa. But the way things had changed so quickly, she wasn't sure. "She doesn't have any eyes," said a girl beside her. "Yes, I do," said Raisa. "I have eyes." She put her hands with her pale, narrow fingers against her eyeballs and felt them trembling inside the sockets like small infant animals. But it was a creepy feeling, so she gripped both hands together in a knot and felt tears running in hot streams down her cheeks. "They're right in there." A girl beside her said, "They're in there." The girl put her hands against Raisa's eyes. "They're inside her head." "See? I told you," said Raisa. "Then why can't she see? Raisa, why can't you see?" "I don't know." Raisa searched for a reason and wiped her face on her skirt hem. "Maybe my eyes aren't turned on. My mother is going to come and turn them on." On the television, there were things the others said were magic pencils, a happy spoon named Banji, and a spider who danced to frenetic music. There were adventures with children who yelled at one another.